Hello, listener, and welcome to Book 4, Chapter 16 of Bite-Sized Tales, the audio flash fiction podcast. In today's chapter, we continue the story of the Direwald Diaries. Direwald Diaries, The Maevis Matter, Part 5, written and read by Chris Hussey. In our previous entry, Maevis and Eli came to grips with the fact that the young girl's mother may indeed be a mysterious beast known as a Botiskin. Maevis feared for her life, and Eli feared getting involved in the protection of the young girl and the elimination of the creature. Realizing that the girl's mother might be looking for her at that moment, Eli took frantic action, bringing the child to the last place anyone would suspect to look, a brothel, leaving behind a confused Doc, who was just about to present a solution to their problem. The pair now wait to meet the mysterious Kay in hopes of hiding Maevis from danger. Jack led them down the hallway. Maevis could see that the walls were actually sectioned off rooms made of canvas and hide. Dim lights both inside each room and in the hallway itself cut through the incense haze. Behind the flap doors of each room, Maevis heard numerous sounds. Some laughter, some grunts, some squeals. She could not tell if they were men or women. The sounds blended into a bizarre choir that had a strange underlying and pulsing rhythm. At the end of the hallway, they turned left, and within a few steps they found themselves before a thick flap. Jack pulled it aside with a massive arm, and then, with the grace of the butler in her home, elegantly gestured the two of them inside. Eli didn't hesitate. Maevis's eyes became like saucers as she took in the room. Deep brown, intricate furniture held positions at the walls, interspersed with multi-hued quilts and other hangings. A large four-post bed with accompanying gauze curtains dominated the center. Sitting safely in the corner rested a small wood stove. On the far wall between two orange and red hanging cloths was a window. Maevis could tell it was a window, as she plainly saw several of Direwald's buildings outside, but something seemed off about the panes. It was unusual enough that the window hung on a canvas wall, but that wasn't it. She looked harder, noticing an unusual sheen to the glass, something that she hadn't seen even when the windows of her home were polished to near transparency by Giovanna. "Kay," Eli spoke flatly, and Maevis's attention went from the window to the figure standing next to it, who had their back to the pair. From this side, Maevis saw nothing out of the ordinary. The figure looked like anyone she'd seen before, man or woman. Polished boots covered by spats and striped suit pants ending in buttons with suspenders. The white shirt was poofy, and the black hair appeared greased back hard to their scalp. Kay turned. Maevis's eyes locked on to a face she would call handsome, and knew her sister would be sure to say over and over. A jet-black mustache rested cleanly between Kay's nose and ruby-red lips. The eyebrows were finely groomed, and Kay's skin appeared darker in the light of the room. That was when Maevis saw them. The shirt she identified as being poofy was so because it was left unbuttoned. Kay's large breasts were clearly visible as the distance closed between Kay and Eli. Maevis felt her jaw drop. "Eli, it is so good to see you once again." Kay's rich voice purred like some of the men who drank at her mother's parties. Eli smiled. "Thank you, Kay. I don't stop by enough, I know." "Oh, I'm well aware of your absence, Eli. I'm sure there is a bottle of gut rot that calls to you daily. I understand priorities." Eli nodded. "Of course." Maevis saw him gesture towards Kay's open shirt. "Perhaps you can understand modesty?" Kay stopped and looked down at the shirt, then back toward Eli. "You've seen plenty of these, and she will have them someday. What is there to be modest about?" Kay pointed toward Maevis. "Your jaw is resting on my floor, little one. Please, pick it up and put it where it belongs." Eli placed a finger under Maevis's chin and pushed her mouth closed. "Kay, Please. Kay smiled a devilish grin. I am only teasing. I shall do you one better. Besides, my molt is almost complete. Do you like it? Eli removed his hat and moved to take a seat at a nearby table. Kay, there's never been a look of yours I didn't like. Kay smiled in approval. Always with the right answer, Eli. Kay ran a finger across their mustache, smoothing it further. It's what I like about you. You are direct when necessary, and flattering when you want something. Kay looked at Maevis, who returned her gaze. Without breaking it, Kay continued speaking to Eli. I'm guessing you're here for the latter, and this is your reason. Eli nodded. That's right. I think she may be in more than a spot of trouble, and I need to hide her while I look into it. Kay chuckled. You want to hide something this innocent in my absolute den of iniquity. Kay's tongue clicked. Oh, Eli, you truly have no morals. If I didn't have morals, I would have sent her back to her mother. Kay gave Eli a side eye. So it's mercenary in nature, is it? Kay held a finger to stop Eli's reply. And judging by her dress, posture, and manners, she's probably paid you well. Kay kept the finger held up at Eli while kneeling down to Maevis's level. Tell me, little one, why does Eli want to hide you here? Maevis couldn't take her eyes off Kay's nearly exposed breast as she responded. My mother bit me, and the doc thinks she's a Botiskin. Kay's expression didn't waver or change. I see. Standing, Kay looked towards Eli. She can't stay here. It was Maevis who spoke before Eli could. Why not? Eli added, pointing toward Maevis. What she said. Kay gave a sympathetic smile and turned toward Maevis. Because, little one, if you stay hidden and your mother is indeed a Botiskin, she will seek you out once she transforms tonight. It doesn't matter how much sex and incense smell I have here. She will find you, and she'll kill any and all of us who get in her way. Eli shifted. Now, that's a bit of an exaggeration, Kay. Perhaps, but I'm not going to take that chance. Kay looked directly at Eli, their eyes adopting a serious stare. You want my advice? Take her home. Home? Eli's eyes widened. That seems like the worst place to take her, Kay. If her ma truly is one of these My point exactly, Kay interrupted. It's like I told the little one. If her mother is this beast, she won't stop until she gets what she wants. There will be far too much innocent blood spilled, Eli. Kay looked toward the gun on Eli's hip. You need to minimize the damage, the threat. Kay stepped in close to Eli and poked a slender finger at his stomach. You need to go into the belly of the beast. Author's note. This might be my favorite part simply because of the presence of Kay. As a character, there's more that I made up about them than what appears here, but I did my best to try and portray the mysterious nature of Kay and exactly what they might be, which I'm intentionally trying to keep very ambiguous. It's not even truly clear, to me even, if Kay is actually human. We're getting close to the end. There's, I believe, going to be 2 parts left, with the last part being a longer part. But I hope that you're enjoying the story. I hope that you're enjoying the mysterious and fun nature of the characters and place of Direwald. And thanks again for listening. This chapter of Bite-Sized Tales has been brought to you under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. Intro and outro music is Fantasy Motion by Alexander Nakarada, provided under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you've enjoyed what you've heard today, we greatly appreciate reviews and recommendations to your friends. For more information about our authors, visit bitesizedtales.com or follow us on Instagram at bite_size_tales. We look forward to reading to you next time.